Okay, so for my session, I'll be talking about BIM collaboration in Autodesk Revit. Okay, so I've played a video previously, and it was about BIM, and you can see there are keywords there where it says about collaboration, connecting teams, digitalization. So I would like to break it down to the simplest form. Basically, collaboration is about sharing files. So my agenda today is to show you how we share files in Revit. Okay, I will use Revit as an example, but it should be the same case to Civil 3D, Plant 3D, and some other softwares as well. Okay. So my agenda is to show you basically how you share the files. Okay, a little bit about myself. I'm Hakim, BIM specialist from ACAD Systems. I'm Autodesk certified trainer and also Revit certified user. I have 5 years experience as a BIM modeler, assistant architect, and now as a BIM specialist. Okay, so talking about sharing the files, we want to bring it to the cloud platform. So for Revit, I believe you have heard about work shared and non-work shared. Okay. Before that, maybe can I see a show of hands who have used the ACC platform? Okay, there are a few. And some familiar faces who just came for training for Revit. So this might be the next step for you. Okay, so basically work shared and non-work shared. The difference is work shared allows you to co-author the file. It means if I'm opening that file, another person from anywhere, as long as it has the connection to internet and also the license lah, basically, he will be able to open the same file at the same time. Of course, there are the ways of how you initiate those, but basically it's you can open one file at the same time, co-authoring. For non-work share, it is hosted on the cloud, but you won't be able to co-author. Okay, talking about sharing files through cloud, I have to talk also about the ACC, Autodesk Construction Cloud. Okay, so previously it was known as BIM 360. Actually, it's a separate platform. Now we are using this newer platform called ACC. And for sharing files, we're going to focus on these two products, which is BIM Collaborate and also Autodesk Docs. In total, in ACC, there are 4 products. The other is Takeoff and also Build, the one that Nadira have talked about previously. But specifically for sharing files, it's Autodesk Docs and BIM Collaborate. Why Autodesk Docs is placed below here? Because this is where the main environment for your files. Basically, if you get, you'll be able to get Docs as a standalone product, or if you're an AEC user, it's also included in your subscription, this Autodesk Docs. But if you get Collaborate, basically you will also get Docs. You get Takeoff, you also get Docs. You get Build, you also get Docs. This is where you store the files, the main environment. Okay. So for those who are not very familiar with Docs, I have a short video that will show some of the features.
No matter what they do or work hard, it would mean less lower costs and simpler. This is what Autodesk Docs is built for. The ability for every team to trust their software from design to construction. On the data environment shared by design, quantification, coordination, project collaboration keeps all project data in one. Native integrations with design software get information published fast and in the design format. You don't create the project as well as you want it. Compatible solution. It is the right in a right. So the kind of development and version control. Customized delivery structure and comprehensive information formats. Advanced search makes it easy to find what you need in the office or on the job site. More advanced info is delivered through document review process, making sure you only get the information that's well. That has helped how to keep documents, reports, and weather. Adding current tools and the ability to collaborate issues on the website. And you've got BIM Collaboration for one access to drawings and even Microsoft Office documents brings the power of collaboration to the whole team. Access to all data, simple viewing and collaboration tools, all data in the platform. With Autodesk Docs at the heart of unifying Autodesk integration, teams can trust the data we provide and for them anytime.
All right. So I believe you have heard about CDE, Common Data Environment. Whenever you are in a BIM project, they will always talk about having this common data environment. So Autodesk Docs can give you that common data environment where everybody will be on the cloud, sharing files in that environment. And from that video just now, it shows you some of the features. Okay. If I have time, I can touch a bit on the features, but I will stay mainly focused on the sharing files part. Okay, so this is how, if you're not utilizing common data environment, so each party will be working in silos, basically. One party will share the files to another. So in that process, there might be miscommunication, some might be referring to an older file, stuff like that. So by utilizing this common data environment, we can make sure everybody is at the same page. So every updates, everyone will get notified. Everyone can have access to the latest file, basically. And this is some of the feature of Autodesk Docs. Okay, so as I'm focusing on sharing files, so I have actually break down into 3 ways of sharing file on the ACC platform. Okay, the first type is by using your Autodesk Docs. Okay, if you have Autodesk Docs, this one, the first type is manual, drag and drop. Okay, so it works the same way as maybe your local network server or Autodesk Drive, Google Drive, and Dropbox. It will not appear in Revit and require user to upload and download. Okay, my presentation is also a bit hands-on, so excuse me if I'm sitting down. I will go to the web browser. So Autodesk Docs is web-based. So I just type ACC. Sorry. I'll just go to acc.autodesk.com. Okay, this is the home page. Sorry, I need to sign in for a while. Okay, so this is the home page. At the home page, basically, you will have all your projects listed. So each project will have its own environment. Okay, so you can just click here and create the project. So all the files regarding to that project will be hosted at one place. Okay, I will be using this project as an example. So this is how it looks like in Autodesk Docs. Okay, this is the product picker. We call it a product picker. And now, actually, for this project, I have Docs, Design Collaboration, and Model Coordination. This is because I have BIM Collaborate Pro subscription. Okay, if you only have docs, you will not have these two. Okay. So in files, this is where you can create folders. Okay, you can create subfolders. You can just right click or click at the three dots and add subfolders. And for the first type just now is to click here, the manual way. Click, and then you can click at from your computer, and then you browse your files, click on it, open, and it will be loaded up. Okay. So I have the examples here. This one is manual upload. This is the one that I'm using this button. Okay. Or you can also drag and drop. So I call it drag and drop. You can also do this. Okay. To upload it. So this is one example that I have uploaded earlier. If you look at the point here, it will not appear in Revit. What do I mean by that is, if you go to your Revit start page, and you go to Autodesk Docs here. Okay, make sure you are at the right account and also the right project. I can click at project files. It will show the subfolders. Okay, I can see in total here I have 5 files, but not the one manual upload. Okay, so if you can verify, manual upload will not appear here. So because I got a lot of questions asking me, they have uploaded the files but it doesn't appear in Revit. Why? So because you're using the first method, okay, manual drag and drop, it doesn't appear here. Okay, then on to the second type, non-work shared cloud model. Okay, if you use this second method, it can appear in Revit, but it doesn't allow co-authoring. The co-authoring is work shared cloud model. Okay, if you have subscription to Autodesk Docs and BIM Collaborate Pro, you'll be able to use this. For BIM Collaborate, there are 2 versions, Collaborate and Collaborate Pro. Okay, maybe I'll touch that a little bit later. For this type, it can appear in Revit. Okay, if you look at this figure down here, it will appear in Revit. And then, but it doesn't allow co-authoring. When it's hosted in Revit, and I'm opening that file, the other person will be able to see that in his Revit, but once he try to open that model, this kind of warning will be shown. It will say this user is currently working on that file, so the other user cannot access that file unless the other person closes that file. So how do you save this file as a non-work shared cloud? Okay. So to do that, basically I have one sample file here. So I will just go to File, Save As, and take Cloud Model. Okay, and then this window will pop up. Okay, make sure you are in the right account and also the right project. You can browse your projects from here. Just click. And then go to the desired folder, open it, and then you'll be able to save it. Okay, save. Okay, so the saving will initiate. If we take a look at the ACC platform, the non-work shared model, this is an example that I've uploaded earlier, will have this icon, cloud icon. saying that it's a cloud model. So this is one of the most used way, because obviously people will be linking. You can also link a file from the files that is hosted in ACC. So, okay, and obviously this saving will depends on the size of your file and also the internet speed. Okay, so now it's saved. So you'll be able to link your files. Okay, and just go to insert and link Revit. Okay, once it's hosted as a workshed, non-workshed cloud model, and you go to link, you have this option to link files from also files from the Autodesk docs. Okay, you can click here, go to Autodesk docs, select the project, and then just browse the files lah. Okay, for example, I'll just okay, click here, open. So you can also link a file that is hosted from the cloud platform. Okay, and from Revit, if I go to the home page, it will say, it will show here in Revit, and at model type, it says cloud model. Okay, it doesn't put non-workshed lah, but workshed, if non-workshed, it will just simply say cloud model. Okay. Okay, on to the third type is workshed, and this method will need a BIM Collaborate Pro subscription. Okay, this is important. To enable you co-author a file, you need a BIM Collaborate Pro subscription. And also it will appear in Revit homepage, and it allows co-authoring. So if you look at some of the examples here that I have, here are cloud workshed models. Okay, this one. How it looks like from the ACC platform. You will have an icon with people's cloud and a people figure lah. Okay, so this is cloud workshed. So multiple user can actually open this file at the same time. Okay, so how you initiate this kind of file? Let me just open another file, try and demo to you how this is saved as a cloud workshed model. So I have this file. To save it, I have to go to the Collaborate tab. Okay, and then go to Collaborate. Okay, so this window will appear, and you choose in the cloud and click OK. Okay, and then from here, it's quite similar to saving as the previous one. Make sure you are at the correct project, choose the folder, and then just give it a different name, just save it. Okay, and then the collaboration will initialize. Okay, so now once it's hosted on the platform, multiple people will be able to access it at the same time. Okay, so those are the three methods of sharing files. obviously with Autodesk Docs and BIM Collaborate Pro, it has a lot more features. It's not just for saving. Okay, so if you could go through some of the features, like with Autodesk Docs, you'll be able to open the files and for review. Any types of file can open. I mean, any method of sharing that you use, you can open it and review the files. And actually, not just for Revit or from Autodesk type models. For example, if you have models from SketchUp, it also can be viewed from Rhino, also can be viewed if you have Microsoft files like Word or Excel, it can also be viewed and edit for Office files. Okay. For images, videos, it can be played directly from this platform. Okay. Okay, once it's loaded, you can see these are the versioning. We also have the comparison between version. For example, I go to this folder and this one has 3 versions. So let's see how the comparison works. Okay, so I'm looking at now is the version 3. If I click here for compare, I'll be able to compare between 2 files. So I change this to version 2. Make sure it's also the 3D view. And then I click compare. Yes. So I'll be able to see from version 2 to version 3 what has been added, what has been removed, and what has been modified. Okay, if I want to focus on what's added, I can just click here and click here. So it will highlight. Basically, there are 2 windows that has been added from version 2 to version 3. Okay, so none is removed. And we have 485 modification. These are basically work sets modification. So I think that can be seen. Okay, in this project also, when you are collaborating, of course, you need to add in your members lah. Okay, we have the members tab here. Currently, for this sample, it's just myself. As long as the member has the subscription, you can click here to add members and just put in their emails. Okay, just type in the email of the person and click enter. So that person will be added into the project. But it is also important that you allow the person to have access to folders. So if you just bring him in the project, but you don't allow this permission settings for him, he will not be able to open or even see these folders. So at the folders, we have these 3 dots. You can click here and go to permission settings. Okay, and then I can see my members here, and you can set what the person will be able to do. Okay, basically these are the stages of the permission. Either the person can view only, or he can also publish markups, download the file, upload, or the full administrative control lah. So it means he can also add in people and stuff like that. Okay, so for Autodesk Docs, another feature that is widely used is also issues. For example, as a reviewer, I'm reviewing this model, and then I find some issues happening somewhere here. Okay, so I can click at this issue feature. Sorry, from here, this is the list. So let's say there is a clash that I detect here, and I can just point at that particular part. And I could give this clash a title, what's the status, type of clashing. I can also describe what's happening here. and I can assign to a member. Okay. So that particular member will be notified through any email, and he will address this issue lah. So once it is done, okay, you can see there will be a list here. If I keep on doing the issue, it will grow the list, and you'll be able to close once it's resolved lah. Okay. So this is docs. I can say it's like Google Drive, but with a lot more features, not just for sharing. It has features to do review, transmittal. Transmittal is basically a formal way of submitting your file. Okay, can create. For reviews, basically, for example, you as a BIM modeler, you upload a file, and it has to go through a certain way of review. So some of the members are set as a reviewer. So that reviewer can then set the file as approved or rejected, and so on and so forth. Okay. This is Autodesk Docs. But once you have the BIM Collaborate or BIM Collaborate Pro function, from the product picker, I can go to Design Collaboration. Okay, in Design Collaboration, there's a certain workflow on how you set this up. If you realize at my docs just now, I've created a few folders for different parties, architect, site, and system. And those are different, basically different parties. But I, as an admin, I can see all and control all because I'm the admin. Typically, right now, if you are from the systems team, you cannot simply go to the architects team. But I'm as an admin, I can do that. Okay. For example, I'm opening this architect team right now. I can say this is the fourth type of sharing files by creating this package, but it's also based on the worksheet or non-worksheet files that we mentioned just now. But this is just another way that is more systematic, where you create package, okay, create package and then save it to send it to the other parties. So usually the practice is maybe you set at the end of the week on Friday afternoon, every party have to upload their updated files. Okay, so they will create a package, and the different team will be able to see this kind of icon at this timeline. So I'm from the architect team. I can see the site team has created a package. Okay, they have uploaded a file. I can click on it. I then click on explore to first view the model. Okay, I'll just view, and then if I'm okay with it, I can click on consume. Okay, so once it's consumed, this file is actually will be in your folder, because typically I go back to docs. Because I'm an admin, I can see all this file, but usually it is set the architect will probably not see the sites and system teams folder. Okay, the permission setting limits them to, maybe they can see but not access or open the files. Okay, so by sharing that package, and when they consume the file from your own folder, there will be a consume folder created. Okay, and click here. I can then see a site folder and a systems folder, and open it. So this is basically the file that they have shared as a package and I consume. Because typically if you're from this team, you cannot simply open and download or do anything from the other folders lah. The permission will be restricted. Okay. So I can say that is the fourth way of sharing the files, but this is more to the features. Basically, the files is still a cloud workshed or non-workshed file. Okay, so in design collaboration, you can see this timeline. If you were to share a file, you can just click create package, and then okay, it will open the model. Okay, obviously it has to be uploaded into your folder first. Depends, workshed or non-workshed. And click on it. You have to save and then click on share. Okay, you can give the package name and description. Just click share. Okay, if I were to go to a different team, let's say the systems team. Now I change because I'm an admin, I can change the team. Now I'm looking from the system team, and at the architect's timeline, I can see the architect have just shared a package, and I can view and then consume it. Okay. And then with this Collaborate Pro, you'll be able to coordinate in a way you can assemble the model together. And automatically it will run clash detection. Okay, just to show you this quickly, I view the model. This is typically done in Navisworks for your clash detection. But once you have Collaborate Pro and then all are uploaded, they have a certain workflow for it. Obviously, you have to create teams and stuff like that. But in the end, you'll be able to see the clashes. Okay, so from here I can see there's 633 clashes. Okay, from here you can see lah. You can click here, it will show the clash, like how you would do it in Navisworks. Okay, so these are some features that comes with BIM Collaborate Pro. Okay, so to summarize my presentation, okay, these are also talking about the features. Okay, the BIM Collaborate, basically there's two different products, Collaborate and Collaborate Pro. What are the difference is only this part, this Revit cloud work sharing. For Collaborate, you'll be able to upload the files, but not as a workshed cloud model. You can create packages, you can run the clash detection and all, but you don't have the cloud work sharing, which is the co-authoring. Okay. So to summarize my presentation, with Revit, before you start with collaborating, basically the BIM workflow, the very basic of it is sharing files. So you need to know how to use it and which method that suit the best for you. Okay, I can just quickly go through again. First, we have the manual drag and drop. You can just upload, and the other user will need to download. It will not appear in their Revit. Okay, and for the second type is non-workshed. It will appear in Revit. You go to Save As and click on Cloud Model. And the third type needs a BIM Collaborate Pro subscription. This one enables you to co-author. So one file can be opened by multiple people. Okay. So I think that will be all for my presentation. I hope you learned something valuable. And thank you very much.